Hey, it's Pastor Dan from Dexter Gospel Church with our next Proverbs Practical. Thanks for watching today. Our previous video talked about our giving and our motives behind it. This next verse urges us toward a God consciousness that governs our lives. We're in Proverbs 19, verse 23. And Proverbs 19:23 says, "The fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil." The fear of the Lord is a common theme through Proverbs, a way of thinking that lies at the heart of all true wisdom. It's often defined as a reverence for God, but I find that a little too abstract. The fear of the Lord is certainly a recognition of His incredible power and holiness and authority. It really plays itself out in caring more about what God wants than what anyone else, even ourselves, wants. So when we're characterized this by putting what God wants first, that tends toward life. I think both in terms of duration and of quality. God Himself is life. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." And He is the author of life. So orienting ourselves with Him makes sense that it would impact our lives in a life-affirming kind of way. The outcomes of right decisions benefit us throughout our lives and can even extend our lives. Godly living and its avoidance of many foolish behaviors, not to mention its stress-free joy and peace, tends toward life. The verse goes on, though, to say that people who have the fear of the Lord are satisfied with what they have. They tend to live a fulfilled life, not a covetous or wistful kind of existence. When we want God, we have Him, and we are satisfied with Him. God says, "Draw nigh to me, and I will draw nigh to you." This is why Jesus would tell us in Hebrews not to covet, because we have Him with us. So if you want a life of satisfaction, instead of focusing on getting what you want, focus on doing what God wants. Satisfaction is one of those things that can often only be found in something else, not in the pursuit of the thing itself. There's more, though. The person who lives in the fear of the Lord, putting what God wants first, isn't visited with evil. The idea of evil isn't necessarily moral wrong, but disaster and catastrophe. The idea of visitation is often used for judgment. Since God is the judge, when we do what He wants, when we obey His commands, we escape His judgment. Those who refuse to follow His laws face His justice. So the fear of the Lord leads not only to satisfaction, but also to safety. That's not saying that nothing bad happens to those who put God first in their lives, but it is saying that one of the major sources of trouble, God's judgment, is removed from those people. So if you want a life of higher quality and longer duration, a life that is characterized by satisfaction and security from the judgment of God, live that life in a way that pleases God. Frame your thinking in His terms. Seek His will above yours or anyone else's. Focus on what God wants, and you'll be better off for it. If this video is a help to you, subscribe to our channel for more like it. Share it with others who may be helped by it too. If you've got questions about the Bible or prayer requests you'd like us to pray for, you can leave those in the comments. We'd love to see you in person at Dexter Gospel Church too. Until next time, I hope you stay well and walk in the fear of the Lord.